This week's video is going to be about shock cord versus bungee cords, and we're going to see this next couple weeks how shock cord stands out to the road and robust and speed versus your everyday bungee cord that most flatbedders use. And I'm going to go out and test for 2 or 3 weeks and see how I like between the shock cord versus the bungee cord and see how it pans out. Stay tuned for the rest of the vid. My idea is to use the shock cord and run it through the D-rings, every single D-ring, and then I'm going to slide on one of these bungee cord hooks and clamp it down a little bit and run them through each D-ring. And then all I have to do, as you can see here, is when you would pull this down towards your rail, rug rail of your trailer, then run it behind here so it doesn't cover your DOT tape, and then that hook will go up against there, and you just zigzag up and down all the way to the back, and then take your slack and take like a bungee cord and run it back to your rug rail with the hook. And then instead of having to use bungee cords and having to clean them up all around the trailer, because every time I pick up, you got this that you got to pick up. Look at all those bungees. What I want to do is run my bungee cord, shock cord, all the way through the tarp, so it gets folded up with the tarp, so you don't have any more bungee cord mess all over, littering all over the ground. So it would make it a lot faster and a lot more effective at receivers and shippers to not have to clean up and have to take all that extra time, and you can get on down the road to your next load. Stay tuned for more of this video. As you can see here, I'm taking some channel locks and making the S hooks for my rope out of my old bungees. So I'm taking them and undoing them, and then keeping the rubber for later just in case I need to switch back to bungees. And it's going to take a lot less space. I won't have to hang any more bungees from the back of my bulkhead up there. It's going to be a lot cleaner, and I'm going to be able to use the shock cord all through the tarps, and it's going to be pretty cool. Alright, here's a look at the first row and all the rings. So all you have to do is pull it down and then go to the rug rail, and just each one, grab the hook, grab it and pull it down all the way to the end, and then I'll have a hook on the end that you will bring down to the rug rail and connect, and then start pulling it tight. The next thing I did was put the hooks at the bottom and pull it zigzag, and this stuff is stretchy, so it will reach my rug rail with a 8-foot drop. And then you check how much slack you have, and then give yourself plenty of slack out to the end of your flap, so you have plenty to work with your different height loads. And then there's a walkthrough with that. The next step I'll have to do is go to the other side, do the same exact thing, and then fold it up, and then off to the next tarp. When you go put the tarp away, you take all your access, fold it up like an extension cord, and keep it straight all the way down the rope. Same thing on the other side. And when you fold up your tarps, it will be up inside your tarp. And when you're ready to drop your tarp, you will have your ends ready to go. Undo those, and then all you have to do is run them back and forth down the rows. Take your hooks to the rug rail, and then that is it. No more bungees. That's bungees versus shock cord. Alright, surprisingly, I ran out of shock cord, so I'm gonna have to buy more. But for the most part, this tarp is gonna be always my front tarp, which it covers most of the trailer anyway. So the only part that's gonna be needed bungee cords is just that back rear where those axles are. But the rest of it I can use shock cord, and it might speed up the process. Here's a look at back and forth for 8-foot tarp loads. And once I put the hooks on it, I can fold it up like the other side and roll up the access down there and roll it up, put it back on the trailer, and start my week tomorrow. All right, both sides are tied up and all the hooks are on. Now time to fold it up like that side and finish this up. My newest piece of equipment is a 600 lumen LED light, and it comes with a stand and a plug, and comes with a little handle, and then I'll be able to plug it in the back of my truck and be able to see at night when I do loads in the night, and don't have to use any type of headlamp or battery operated light. I always have a good handy light on hand. And then another thing I did is push my toolbox back, got my drills more accessible, stacked up my 2 winch bars. I'll have my shovel and my edge protector pole stuck up in there, and I cleaned it all out back in there. It's a lot more empty, and yeah, looking forward to getting used to all these tools, getting my arsenal together. Another thing I'm going to try is took some zip ties, zip tied my coil racks together, so when I put them up in my box they won't go all over the place and slide. And I need some more zip ties. I don't have enough, and I'm going to do those next. And it's going to be a lot better organized inside my side bay of my truck, and they won't be going all over the place. For my lumber, today I picked up some screw-in eye pieces that you can screw into the lumber, and then I did that on both sides. So now I have a quick, easy way to secure my lumber, and pretty cool. To show that which tarp is shock cord, I labeled it with a green zip tie, so I can know which one has the shock cord on it and which one has none. And I haven't done anything with the steel tarp because I'll probably just use bungees for that. And that concludes this video. See you guys next week.